Hello, and welcome to the Disney Dunces. Using your touch-tone keypad, please enter the first three letters of the movie title you would like to see. You've selected
Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers.
If this is correct, please press 1 now.
Hello and welcome to Disney Dunces, the only Disney podcast presented by subclaim non-experts. I'm Dunce number 1, and I'm here for some fun.
And you screwed me up completely, but I'm Craig Stew. That's number 2. Are you ready to keep going? I'm sorry, I thought I was done.
And I'm the third one. And for those of you worried, this will be just another hour of me wanting to fuck another rodent. Don't worry, they ruined that fantasy for me because they turned Gadget into literally Blowfly Girl, and it's just I don't want to. It's weird. I don't want to.
Did they have a thing in the show?
What?
Did they have a thing in the
fly?
show?
Not that I recall. I'm pretty sure the fly just spoke in, which is weird to want to fuck that. I felt like they were always friendly, but I always thought the fly was more like, you know.
I mean, he had a deep voice, off camera.
It was the guy from the was Allstate commercials.
Yeah, he was the first black president.
That guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Man. So, is this another one of those movies that, you just gotta see? Because it's so good?
Sure. I think if you
is
don't
that how
see
you
it,
felt about it?
I think if you
that
don't
we
see it,
can't
you're
do this
also
justice.
Fine.
I didn't think it was that. It was all right.
Yeah, it was. I enjoyed it for sure more than I ever could have imagined I would have. But I don't think I'm not gonna say, hey guys, run out and watch fucking Rescue Rangers. Who cares? It's if you don't watch it, you're fine.
Were you a big Rescue Rangers fan as a kid, Rich? Because I probably watched it a little
sort
bit.
of.
Well, you see, this is the part that I like about this movie. It has nothing to do with whether or not you like the Rescue Rangers. And that was the best part. It wasn't like this fucking nostalgia bullshit grab. It was, so this was a show that happened, and we're going to reboot it and just kind of take the piss out of what rebooting things brings to the table. And they did a great job of it. It was good in that regard. This is not a Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers reboot. This is we're sick of this shit too. Come take the piss out of it with us. And it's good for that. It did a great job.
I feel like we didn't even explain this to people who didn't see the movie.
You can't go on anywhere on the internet without knowing what this movie is.
It's so meta.
Yeah, it's hey guys, it's Chip and Dale, and they're back, except, whatever.
They were creating a show the entire time, and this is their lives behind the camera, I guess.
Yeah. They're actors.
Yeah, they're actors.
Mm-hmm. All the tunes are actors.
Yeah, that's the only thing I really wanted to cover.
All right, see you next week.
Okay, hold on, because Craig asked me if I was a big Chip and Dale fan before.
Yeah.
And I can say that I saw the show once as a kid, and then I thought it was good. I liked seeing it, but then Disney Channel was taken away from me.
Yeah,
but
exactly. Disney Channel was taken away from because it wasn't on the cable subscription or whatever service anymore for a long time.
Mm-hmm. But what I really wanted to talk about with that story is that in Sunday school, it was right around Easter time, the 40 days of Lent, and you have to give up stuff. And I was a really young kid at this point, and the Sunday school teacher, she kind of wanted to ease the little children into giving something up. So each week we had to give up a different thing.
I feel like he's
one
told this
week.
Story on the podcast before.
Did I?
I don't remember this one.
Continue. Okay.
Because the Sunday school teacher said okay, for this week we're going to give up our favorite TV show, Richard, what's your favorite TV show? And I didn't want to actually give up my favorite TV show, so I said that Chip and Dale was my favorite TV show, and since it was like I was no longer getting the Disney Channel, it really worked out. So I felt like I didn't really have to give anything up.
You're forgetting that God has like Santa Claus powers, and he's well aware that you didn't give up shit for him. So,
well, I mean, he did take away Chip and Dale, though.
That's what he does. He giveth and he taketh away. Haven't you ever read the Bible?
No.
I think that's in the other one.
The Old Testament?
The Jewish one. Right?
I think the Jewish one's part of the actual Bible too.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't. Like there's you have the Jewish one, and then it's like. Okay,
it's like
so
if you took the
Jewish one is
and Lord
Dragon
of the
Ball,
Rings.
and that's where Goku's story ends for most people. You know, with that where he marries Chi-Chi and they run away together. But the Christian Bible continues on with Dragon Ball Z. Okay, then you get Pastafarianism, and that's Dragon Ball GT. So not a lot of people like to acknowledge that, but it's all kind of based on the same mythos.
Does
if that makes any sense.
Pastafarian like include Jesus in their
Absolutely.
religion? Oh, okay. But Craig, does that make sense?
Of course it did. I explained it in his terms.
Yeah, I think it made a lot of sense.
Craig, are you proud to be Jewish now, knowing that you only acknowledge Dragon Ball?
It's the best one. I'm comfortable saying that.
I don't know, because I don't think that Craig would be comfortable saying that.
What are you talking about?
It's so hard to watch.
He's one of those self-hating Jews.
You said Dragon Ball is hard to watch. Have you
It's very
tried
hard.
to watch the fucking 900 episodes in his Dragon Ball Z? It's a nightmare.
I have not tried to watch Z. I watched Kai more recently.
Yeah, Kai.
but
Okay.
Ball
Mr.
was hard to
fucking
watch,
watching
too.
Bible the Abridged series over here saying how palatable. Yes, I agree. When they chop down 300 plus episodes, Dragon Ball Z is a very watchable series.
It's like when you take the King James Bible and then you just like put it into a picture book
it's like he's got
format.
a fucking Bible a day calendar and he's just fucking going through that. It's like, this is great, guys. You really got to get into this. Fucking Spark Notes for fucking Christians. What is this asshole?
Man,
I'm not
Jesus.
either one. So technically, I don't believe in. I don't.
You're both of them.
he's a Pastafarian.
He's a
He loves
Pastafarian. He
GT.
loves GT only for Vegeta's mustache, and I get it.
Super Saiyan 4 is really cool, and Vegeta's
Okay.
mustache and Krillin, old man Krillin.
Old man Krillin. That's sad. I don't like.
What
seeing
happened to Krillin?
He aged
got old.
because yeah, that's how it works.
Saiyans don't age, but he did.
Well, they age very slowly. Yeah.
I don't know what he's like. Is he older than than he is in Super?
Krillin? Yes.
Yes,
Super
yeah.
takes place immediately after Dragon Ball Z.
Oh,
GT does a
okay.
skip.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes
Yeah, like
sense.
Bulla is in GT, and she's like a teenager, and in Super, Bulla was born.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I guess we have a movie to talk about now.
I think we covered it.
I mean, I know Craig's at least dying to talk about Ugly Sonic, though. Craig?
Well,
Craig has-
unfortunately,
he's-
I'm a little bit mad, and I apologize to
mad.
you guys.
You're
because
mad.
I spoiled it, but I had it spoiled for me. I didn't know it was real.
Oh, no,
And then
okay,
and then it just
that's the
showed up
thing.
all over the place, like everywhere I started seeing it after I had said to you guys. Then it started popping up the actual photos of this character and stuff, and I couldn't even believe it. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. And then I found out it was voiced by what's his face,
Jaleel White?
Tim Robbins.
Who's Tim Robbins?
He's got a
Why is
show
he-
on Netflix
Why is he voicing Sonic?
that my friend who can't be named likes, and he's shown me like a clip from that show.
Can you
and
name the Netflix show at least?
I don't
You
know
can
what the name of the
Netflix show.
Oh, I don't. I don't
Okay, you
what
know
it's
the name
called.
of your friend, but you don't know the name of the fucking Netflix show.
I don't know.
That's
I
the
know.
thing that's relevant.
What is it called?
Oh, Stranger Things?
No,
That's got to be it. That's a Netflix show. Oh, is that the funny show?
it's a.
Stranger Things? No.
Is it the funny show
Funnier Things.
with the
This-
guy?
Is it Tim? Is his name Tim Robbins? Holy shit!
Is it the one with the they put the water on the steak because he's a real asshole?
Oh no, that's Curb Your Enthusiasm.
No, that's not Curb Your Enthusiasm.
That's on HBO.
I'm aware where Curb Your Enthusiasm is.
What the heck is his name, actually?
Oh my god.
Oh
Can you
my
explain to me why he's voicing Sonic the Hedgehog? Because that bothered me. I'm like, why is he Sonic? There's a voice for Sonic the Hedgehog for this particular iteration of Sonic the Hedgehog, and it's not the man.
Wait, in the original Sonic
I'm trying to find out the name of the show.
Keep going.
Oh
I'm trying to have a conversation with Casca here.
Okay, what, Richard? What
now,
are you going to say
in the original Sonic trailer,
Yeah.
like when he looked ugly,
Yeah.
was that a different voice actor?
No, it was
like,
Ben Schwartz.
Oh, okay.
You
I
think
didn't
they
know.
swapped out Sonic's look so they had to fucking swap out the fucking VA too?
I don't know. Maybe it was the VA's
Benjamin
idea.
Schwartz.
Maybe they modeled Sonic after the VA.
They didn't model Sonic after anyone. No one has legs that fucking long. Look at the gams of that boy. Let's go.
I didn't even pay attention to that.
That's all you could pay attention to, bud.
Why didn't we just watch Sonic?
Oh, sorry, Tim Robinson. I said Robbins.
Tim Robinson. Okay.
Robinson.
Is that the island guy?
He's not. No, that's Andy Samberg.
He's Chip or Dale or something.
The show is called "Think You Should Leave."
Think You Should Leave. I was right. The fucking steak water asshole thing.
Yeah,
That's not. Is it Cake?
there's something. He showed me some episode where he was in like a house, a haunted house.
You just better fucking explain why he's Sonic the Hedgehog, because you spent so fucking long looking for this stupid title just to tell this stupid fucking story about.
He's just like an
show.
awkward guy, I think. So I think it's works.
Great. Well, it didn't work for me because again, there was a very specific person who was this iteration of Sonic the Hedgehog, and there's no explanation as to why he wouldn't voice Sonic the Hedgehog.
It's like they
It's not
managed
supposed to be the same Sonic. And they're actors, and when they put, they make it very clear that the actors change their voices for the roles.
Then I will say this, okay? If that were the case, why would they want the Sonic the Hedgehog in the movie to sound like that? Because it's not like Ben has been Sonic's before. There would be no reason for him to change his voice.
Stop thinking too much. You're putting too much thought into this.
No, it doesn't make any fucking sense. Why didn't you get Ben Schwartz to play fucking your quote-unquote ugly Sonic? That also pissed me off. They just kept calling him ugly Sonic.
Same character.
His voice didn't change in the trailer, Craig. It was still Benjamin Schwartz.
How do you know? How do you know that the actor Sonic, if this Sonic exists in this universe, there's two different Sonics that exist in the Chip and Dale universe, right?
Because the trailer, Craig, because the trailer still had Benjamin Schwartz's voice coming out of that fucking hedgehog's mouth. It didn't change when they changed the model. So, logically speaking, he should still sound like Benjamin Schwartz.
Maybe both Sonics were dubbed by Ben Schwartz.
Okay. Why then?
I don't know. Maybe they really wanted Ben Schwartz. That's all.
really wanted.
In this universe, they really wanted Ben Schwartz to do the.
I don't buy that. Doesn't make any fucking sense. And it wouldn't be that much of a problem if this movie wasn't just drenched in ugly Sonic. He's in it for so long. He talks so much. They just couldn't get enough of him. If I have one complaint about this movie, it's that the 2D, quote-unquote 2D animation is fucking horseshit. But the second complaint would be, why so much ugly Sonic? Why'd you go all in on it? I get it. It was a big deal at the time. People influenced the movie. It's something. When you stretch that out to a fucking 30 minutes of footage of Sonic just kind of being there and people looking at his teeth, it's like, I get it. Move on.
Do you know what the
It was too
biggest
much. It
shame
should have been a
is?
funny cameo, and that should have been it.
That
But
was
they
it.
made him like a character.
So much.
Do you know what the biggest shame is, though? Like, they decide, okay.
What they did the gadget?
No, even worse. Because they said, okay, ugly Sonic, that's a great meme we're going to take from the internet and just roll with it. But they had a perfect opportunity to put in some buttholes for cats, and they didn't do it.
That's true.
They did show, they showed the cats, right?
I did appreciate that Cats just was there.
Playing in the trash, right?
Yeah, that was good.
I Like, when I saw that, I had to actually go back because I was like, is there a butthole?
Really looking for those buttholes.
I was looking for the buttholes.
I understand why they didn't put buttholes on the cats.
It's a PG movie.
Yeah.
Do you think that would have taken it up a rating?
Probably. He did say
Maybe
like I think he said like stupid at one point. I was a little taken aback.
Oh man.
Like, you can't say that in a PG movie.
I mean, you could.
Well,
I think.
I'm pretty sure if you put buttholes on those cats, for something you see for at most a second and a half, you would have to. It would be PG-13.
They could have snuck the buttholes in.
You can't just sneak buttholes, bud.
I think you can.
Yeah, I don't think you can. I'm gonna say you cannot just sneak in buttholes.
Like, do you really
I think you need permission when it comes to buttholes.
Like, you got to call it out when you submit your movie?
You gotta ask permission to do anything with the butthole, bud.
I don't.
Anything butthole adjacent, you ask. You don't.
Is that
just
what happened with original Cats?
Of course, that's what happened with
They
original
just
Cats.
went for it.
Yeah, and what happened?
They had to redo the entire movie.
They had to have a guy go back and digitally erase all the buttholes on the cats.
Okay.
You think they wanted to do that in Chip and Dale? They could barely afford 2D animation because they got it. They did it. It was 3D and it pissed me off to no end. It looked bad. Why did it look so bad? Well, half of your cast is supposed to be 2D animated. You just kind of made them 3D and then drew on top of them and it looked like shit. What the fuck?
How?
Why?
Okay, so I was watching this movie with someone, and like I know Craig said, like, "Oh, guys, you're looking too much into this Sonic thing," but this person started saying something. And I'm like, "You're reading too much into the movie," because they brought up the fact that these cartoons and humans are existing in the same world.
Yeah.
How? What came first?
What do you mean? Like
Humans? Like actual people or
what
the animation?
came first? White people or black people?
I don't know.
Okay, then let's figure that one out before we go into the fucking people or tunes argument.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't. Can you ask her about that? I assume it's her. I have a very assumption of who you're watching movies with. Because let's face it, you don't get out much. Can you please, like, how often do you question, like, oh, the whites or the Koreans or the what was first here? Why is it tunes is a big fucking deal? But that's fine. If you ask me, I think it's kind of the same way. Tunes are a race. CG characters are a race. It's fine.
Okay.
Wait,
So
who asked this question? You or the other person?
The other person.
Oh.
Richard doesn't think when he's watching these movies. He barely watches the movies.
I watched this. Okay, well, actually, I fell asleep at one point.
Great.
But it was at the point where they weren't really doing any more cameos. Because, like, I was along for the ride with all the
That's where
cameos.
the plot, maybe a little bit of the plot happened in between.
Maybe I felt like this was like an hour and a half. No, and change. Like, well, how much? This was shy of. No, I don't know.
It was hour and a half.
Hour and a half. Okay,
yeah.
Good. It did not overstay its welcome. It was all cameos. What are you talking about?
But like when they did like the important story beats, it felt like they were getting rid of cameos. I think it might have actually been the climax of the movie, which is when I fell asleep because like you already knew who was in the movie.
There was an amalgamation of like 5 cameos for one character. What the fuck are you smoking?
Okay, that's actually the part where like I woke up and there was an amalgamation. I said, "Where did this come from?"
You're fucking nuts. This movie was just drenched in references, and not like I think that was probably it too. It didn't feel like annoying. Like I know that was like a big problem with the new Space Jam. It was the exact opposite of what Chip and Dale did. It felt like Chip and Dale solved Space Jam and said, "Let's figure out how to make a movie that's like this that people will actually enjoy." And they did it. They did a fantastic job. Shit was just there. They didn't draw too much attention to it. It wasn't like its own
Sonic.
thing. It was great there. Oh, except for Sonic. It's come on.
No
one
they
needs
should.
that much
First of all,
Sonic.
it should have been maybe a Disney. I feel it should have been a Disney character, right? It's a Disney movie.
Yeah, that would have been good.
Why did like Sonic? It's very funny that they got all these other characters, but like, why not maybe another character from the afternoon lineup to be that character that Sonic
because all
was?
of them are too successful.
Yeah, who else is more
We're
washed
talking
up
about the
than
end of the
Chip and
movie
Dale?
shows Darkwing, right? And he's not successful.
That's a shame too, because they did such a good job in the new DuckTales setting up the groundwork for a Darkwing Duck series, and nothing happened with it.
Oh yeah, I forgot that DuckTales had a yeah. I'm surprised they didn't really show them at all and reference the fact that they were rebooted and were successful.
Yeah, I don't know.
They showed Scrooge for 2 seconds swimming in the fucking money, but like it would have been funny that they showed they're successful and now they're dead again. Like like they had it.
Yeah,
they got it.
I know what it was. They couldn't afford them. They got too big.
I realized who they should have done instead of Sonic.
Who's that, bud?
Fuzzbo. You know Fuzzbo?
I think he's talking about Bing Boing or Bing Bong.
No, Fuzzbo.
Fuzzbo. Wait, from Bing Bong from Inside Out?
Inside Out. That's the only thing I can imagine because I'm pretty sure he called him Fuzzbo.
No, Fuzzbo.
Oh, this thing that the boy likes.
Oh, sorry. His name is Fuzzbucket. My image is just cut off.
I'm pretty sure half of it is cut off. But
what is this?
I think for Fuzzbucket to land, people would have to know what Fuzzbucket is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, is this that Paul Rudd thing? With the wheelchair?
No, that's Mac and Me.
Like, what else could we use aside from Ugly Sonic? Like, I guess Ugly Sonic, everyone just knows it because it's timely.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like, I don't have a problem with Ugly Sonic being there and they're doing the Ugly Sonic thing. They could have even continued all of it. Just cut maybe like 15 minutes of screen time from Sonic because you don't need that much of him. You introduce the character. You introduce that he has a show planned with the FBI. No one believes him. They have this scene where they go, we need someone from the FBI. Wait, I know a guy. You cut to the scene with Sonic. He tells them, no. You have Dale walk away saying, I don't believe you had a thing with the FBI. I knew it. And then Sonic goes, you'll see. That's the entirety of that scene. That's all that has to be. Instead, it's, here's 10 minutes of Sonic. Here's 15 more minutes of Sonic. Here's Sonic right at the ending. And it's like, come on, bud. It was cute when he showed up, but now
he had more screen time than the other characters in the Rescue Rangers, I felt like.
He did. Yeah, no, Gadget and the Zipper and Monty were not even there. Monterey Jack. Oh my god.
I mean, he was the most important out of the extra ones, but he was kidnapped early on.
Yeah, there was a reason why he didn't show up on screen.
Yeah, the other ones were just like, we didn't write them into the movie.
Not present. They forgot half
they
of the
too
Rescue
busy
Rangers
banging or whatever the hell they were doing.
Filling her mouse vagina with maggots.
Popping out more fly hybrid
mouse
children.
Oh, it's so fucking weird. Why? What are you doing?
That's weird.
Yeah.
Is there anything else of importance with this movie?
I think.
Did you see the Dobby on the Gucci ad?
Yeah, I saw the Dobby on the Gucci ad. Did you see the Duggan pork chop?
No. What was it?
It was, I'm trying to think. And it was like a crime drama they were doing. I forgot what it was. Or he was a judge or something. I don't remember.
Oh, that's funny.
I get it.
Doug funny.
Oh, you know what the best part about this whole movie was, actually? That made I died.
The billboards?
No, the very beginning when they played Friendship by Tenacious D. Fucking lost it. That was the opening song.
Wow, that was hilarious.
Well, you
get
suck,
the reference.
So yeah, you suck.
Yeah.
I guess I suck too.
I liked when they did Lego Miserable. I fucking lost.
Yes.
I'm like, that would be really fun to watch, actually. They can make that one. That was good though. I know they showed all of Batman versus E.T., but I thought that was really good.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
It's so stupid. But also it works because what is Batman versus Superman? It's the same thing.
It's like you can tell they just had fun with this.
Yeah, that's what I liked.
Or at least some people had fun with this. Like, do you
Who
think...
didn't have fun with this?
I don't know. Do you think that the writers just did the plot and then they just handed it off to some other team like, hey, fill it with nonsense?
No. What do you think? Like, I don't know if there was barely a plot there. What are you talking about? You act like there was such like this serious groundbreaking story that they had to have a different team for jokes.
I don't know. I don't know how movies work.
I know. I think that everyone involved had a good time.
Who was so we had Peter Pan, right?
Yeah, Peter Pan was the big bad.
Is the
Sneaky
bad guy.
Pete.
Sweet Pete.
And Seth Rogen was one of his guys, the dwarf. Was that a character from something else?
I think that was just like a generic character from video
What
game.
about Polar Bear?
Period. I think
Was
the
that
polar bear was
Bear
the polar bear from the Coca-Cola.
I thought so too, but I got yelled at.
I wasn't
Only
sure
because-
either. It might be, but
I mean, he was
Probably.
wearing red and white.
Yeah,
I thought that it had to be
And also,
Coca-Cola.
they made a specific point, like these characters exist in the Uncanny Valley, which is that time period where you saw the Coca-Cola polar bear. You know, the late 90s, early 2000s. And I'm pretty sure I saw a reference to that one, like going to the store.
I like how Baloo was CG, referencing the Jungle Book reboot.
Yeah, that was good.
Which is great. Totally unrecognizable as Baloo.
Oh,
but,
of course.
But it was Baloo. I guess it was Baloo.
They spelled it out.
They said it a few times. Yeah,
but they said like, oh, Baloo's great. He came back thanks to the Jungle Book reboot. Just look at him. He got this CGI surgery, and I'm like, that's good.
Is that actually the one they used for the Jungle Book live action?
I don't fucking know. You think I watched that garbage? If I did, we would have done an episode on it.
it was supposed to be good. I didn't see it, but it was supposed to be good.
I'm sure it's fine.
Is that what started the Disney live action trend?
I feel like Beauty and the Beast was
Beauty
the first
and the
one,
Beast
but I might be
might have
wrong.
been,
Yeah.
Okay, I'll believe you on
Tale
that.
was all this time, am I right, boys?
So we're gonna talk about the plot. We'll run through that.
No, I don't think we need to.
Sure, we had Chip and Dale and their rescue rangers, and then they weren't anymore because Dale went off to do his own thing, Double O Dale, everyone's favorite show. I wonder if that was real. Doesn't matter. And they get together because we do have to talk a little bit about this.
I think it was real.
Okay.
Because
If you have anything to go off of, I'd appreciate it.
No, I think that this stuff really happened. Hold on.
Okay. I mean, I feel like this is Craig's job. He's also doing it, so I'm just going to be here by myself talking now because they're both
no, because I thought that this was supposed to be a true story.
You think the cartoon character left Chip and Dale Rescue Ranger to make his own show in real life?
Like, well, I don't know about real life, but it's supposed to be true story. So
again,
I think that maybe Double O Dale did happen, and then they got canceled.
I don't know if Double O Dale happened. I'm still on. I could say no for sure, but I can't because there's a chance that Double O Dale existed.
Craig, check Dale's IMDb.
Okay, don't do that. Just if you do a quick Google search, was Double O Dale a thing? I'm gonna say no, but again, there's a possibility. Stranger things have happened.
Wait, have you checked his No, that's because like the pilot bombed. So can you please go to Dale's IMDb?
Well, did the pilot bomb, or did they just not release anything? Because
why would Dale have an IMDb? He's not a real person.
Don't question him. Okay. But no, this is an important plot. There's the whole thing of these people who turns out it's Peter Pan, the polar bear, and what the hell is that guy's name again? Seth Rogen.
Viking man.
What are you talking about? What was the question?
Actor. Who was the Viking man?
Seth Rogen.
His name's Seth Rogen. Okay, thank you. They were taking toons who owed them money and then shipping them off overseas as bootleg characters of themselves through a machine. They were altering them, and a lot of this movie. This is probably the best part is you see the different characters who they've altered. And especially at the end, fuck me. A lot of them made sense, but some of them I'm gonna fucking call bullshit on. Like, are you guys familiar with the orange cat known as Garfield who hates Mondays? Does that ring a bell to anyone?
Of course.
The
he likes to
movie
drive carts around.
What happened?
He likes to drive a cart around.
He loves driving cars. He loves doing a lot of things. He loves everything but Mondays. The movie tried to convince me that Garfield fell on hard times and had to get this reconstructed. He owed people money and had to get reconstructive surgery to become like a bootleg version of himself. Are you guys familiar with how much fucking money that stupid cat makes Jim Davis and his company, Paws Inc.? I think it's called. It's incredible how much Garfield garbage there is in the world and has remained. I understand you have to some suspension of disbelief or whatever, but come on. In what universe is Garfield not a recognized household name?
Who do you think is more recognizable in this day and age, Garfield or Snoopy?
Garfield.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Greg, do you agree?
That's tough.
Garfield.
Maybe
it's not.
I mean, no, I don't know, man.
Have you guys been on the internet? Have you seen what Garfield is? Have you seen
Garfield from this thing?
Not that musty. Like, have you not seen like the weird Garfield gore shit that the internet was going crazy about?
No.
No, you don't. Are you familiar with the Lasagna Cat YouTube series?
No.
Garfield has remained in people's minds for I don't even know how long. How long has this stupid cat been around? This all-encompassing being. I can tell you, I don't think I've ever seen a Snoopy fan art. Yeah, but I've seen at least 4 Garfield remixed horror games.
And I feel like I think I see more licensed Garfield products than I do Snoopy.
Yeah, you do, because they just sell that they put that fucker in everything. Okay, let's see. Did Snoopy have his own like Uber Eats service?
Did Garfield?
Yeah, bud. Garfield Eats? Are you fucking dumb? Do you not know about Garfield Eat, guys?
No, I knew about Garfield Go.
On Garfield Eats.
I just knew about Garfield Cart. That's it.
You just knew about Garfield Cart. That's it. Also, let's think about all the Snoopy games that came out recently.
The Baron game.
Yeah.
The Red Baron? Is that
Red Baron? That's the pizza. You're getting confused.
No,
Garfield's the Italian food guy.
No, no. Like I think
I can't go on my app and order a fucking pizza that looks like Snoopy's head, but for a good little period there, I could have gotten a Garfield-shaped pizza, no fucking problem.
Why is it a pizza, not a lasagna?
Because pizza's easier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So yeah,
is Charles Schultz just holding the Snoopy license close to his heart? Like, and he doesn't want to give it to other people to
Snoopy
make
just
products?
isn't as marketable as Garfield is.
I think, the peanuts are kind of more, in my opinion, probably more boring. Garfield's,
Got that fucking right. Garfield's relatable. He's the everyman.
Everybody hates Mondays.
I know. Bud.
Nobody's got a piano.
No. Or have you? I don't know. I've never slept in a fucking doghouse, but I've kicked a dog or two in my day.
Is that what Garfield does?
Fucking every day. Are you kidding me? Right off the table.
I think I just don't know Garfield well enough, but I just see him all over.
I've fallen asleep face first in my food every other Friday.
So, with his owner, is that John?
John Arbuckle, yeah.
Did he kill his roommate? That's something I hear about a lot.
So this is a funny thing. So yeah, there was the roommate, and that was Odie's owner. And then eventually he just kind of disappears, and it's not really explained. However, there is a like genuine, officially licensed Flash game they had on the internet. I'm assuming it was on Nickelodeon or something. I'm only saying that because I know for a fact that
they had a cartoon show
owned by Viacom at this point.
Oh,
but I'm gonna say even back then they were still in bed together. You can go into John's basement and then you see his roommate like chained up in the background. It's really
like
good.
Alive or dead?
Alive, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay.
So he's locked in the basement. That's canon.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah, it is. It's really good. I'm like, come on, that's fucking beautiful.
I keep looking at this fucking fuzz bucket picture. This guy's
fuzz.
So
let's get rid of fuzz bucket.
Okay, we'll get rid of fuzz bucket.
Can we get more Garfield in here? Can you just Garfield with huge tits?
Like, I forget where you were going with your Garfield thing.
The movie tried to convince me that Martin Garfield fell on his luck and he got into this situation where they sent him overseas to be bootleg. And I'm like, there's no fucking way. In this town,
I don't know if he was down on his
Garfield's
luck, but he was just eating a lot of, taking a lot of drugs.
Yeah, if you have a habit, like all
you
that
don't
money
think Garfield
can
can afford all the drugs with his own fucking Uber Eats service?
That
depends on the habit.
But
like he ate a lot of
lasagna. A little too much lasagna. No, I'm sorry. I can't believe that. There's too much. He has too much going on for me to believe he spent all of his money on lasagna. I can't do it. I can't. And I know Jim Davis hasn't seen a fucking cent of that. The guy's sad.
Who's that?
He's the creator of Garfield. who, you've never heard of him because he was so outshined by his own creation.
Yeah, I know Charles Schultz, like, easy peasy. Like, the man's bigger than Snoopy. Like, John Arbuckle, he's not as big as Garfield or whatever his name was.
That there was a comic series before Garfield that focused on John Arbuckle and his funny orange cat? But no one liked it. But they sure as fucking hell loved that funny cat, so he redid it with the cat as the focus, and it became this fucking monster today.
Holy shit.
And what's also great is John Arbuckle is very much a self-insert of this guy. Because they're both like cartoonists, they both grew up in the same area. They're like, this is him. This is him. And he was outshined by his own fucking stupid orange cat. It's amazing.
God damn.
It's so good. Know. Jim Davis, poor guy.
You ever see the episode of King of Queens where Arthur says or thinks that he was the inspiration for Charlie Brown?
Charlie Brown, yes.
And he said he used to walk around with that that yellow t-shirt with
the striped shirt. The
zigzag, and he used to be, he had a condition, so he was bald.
Except for the hair, yeah. All true.
Wait a second. I'm on Disney Plus right now, and turns out there are Garfield movies on here. Did Disney get Garfield or Fox? Or
no, it should be Viacom for sure.
Okay.
He's in Nickelodeon All-Stars Smash Brothers.
Wait,
hey guys, I got into the closed beta for fucking Multiverses.
Did you play it yet?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
It's not great. It's too busy, and I don't like the way it feels 100%. But they did a great job with Velma, and I can't complain about that.
The animations looked a little stiff, like especially jumping or falling. It just seems stiff.
But that's I don't know. It's hard to explain. And this is gonna sound like a dumb excuse. Well, not excuse, reason why I don't like it. But I feel like I don't have to do anything but just press A lot, and all my moves will combo into each other no problem. And I'm like, that's fucking annoying. Like, you don't have to try.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, my main concern is that when I first saw it, I thought, oh, everyone looks really floaty, and they felt like Sora. But now they feel like Sora because much like Sora also has that same problem where if you just kind of hit B, all your moves combo into each other. And it's like, oh, okay. That's weird. Yeah. And again, it's not a bad game by any means. There's a lot of charm to it. I'm surprised by how much specific character interactions there are with each other. Like I was Velma and I was teamed up with Batman, and she's like, "Wow, nice one, Bats," and I'm like, "That's weird."
Yeah.
I wonder how much of that's in this game.
That reminds me now. What was the last Disney game that came out? Like based off
Disney
like a
Infinity,
movie or
I'd
something.
Imagine.
Like even based on a movie, like not including like Star Wars.
Well, didn't there
Cars 3?
Didn't Disney shut down their studios or whatever?
Yeah, after Disney Infinity 3.0.
But I would assume that maybe they just like hand the license over to someone and just be like, yeah, make a game based off of Turning Red.
I mean, there's probably apps out there, but my guess is either Disney Infinity 3.0 or Cars 3, because I don't know when Cars 3 came out.
I didn't even think about that with apps.
Yeah.
Because they probably have something going on with everything.
I'm sure, but I don't count those because why would you?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah. So that's final answer. It's one of those two. Only because I don't know when Cars 3 came out.
Yeah.
Anyway, for sure they made a Cars 3 game.
Was there anything else we had to talk about with the movie? Wait,
everything.
Okay,
the whole plot.
MC Scat Cat showed up with Paul Abdul. You don't want to talk about that.
I don't know who that is.
MC Scat Cat?
Yeah, who's that?
He was a cartoon musical artist who did a song with Paul Abdul.
I was only aware of this because of an episode of Family Guy.
As long as you're aware of it, bud.
Are you sure? Because I'm looking at Google Images right now, and I see him with the American Dad man. So are you sure it's Family Guy?
I was going to say, it wouldn't surprise me if Seth MacFarlane did the same joke twice.
Yeah, because it was he goes something like, 2 steps forward, and I'm just like a cat, and it was Peter doing I think it was Peter with Paul Abdul.
I'll believe that. It's a really good song.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is. Oh, shit, I'm seeing it now.
You
Holy
seen
crap.
MC Scat Cat?
Yeah, with Paul Abdul, like the original.
It's good.
It's like, okay.
It's really good. I loved it that they showed up, and I'm like, oh, that's good. This is a good movie.
What about, I couldn't believe fucking Tigra from that Avengers show.
I wish I knew what that was. That's all I was thinking the whole time.
I didn't know. I never seen the show before, but we had those figures come in the shop one time, and the designs for the figures or designs for the characters in that version of the Avengers is so fucking weird. They're so bad.
What is this Avengers? What was this?
Avengers United We Stand, I think it was called, and it was from probably like the early 2000s. I never watched it. I didn't even know it existed until I saw the figures come in the store one time, and I saw these horrible designs for like Hawkeye and the Vision, and I'm like, they're like completely unrecognizable versions of the characters, and it's really weird.
So she's earned her spot in this part of the movie.
Yeah, exactly. It was
that kind of broke my heart because it was this Tigra, whatever her name was,
Tigra.
With ugly Sonic, Dale, and then you had Lumiere from fucking Beauty and the Beast, and that broke my fucking heart. Because
Lumiere shouldn't be there. He's a classic.
I know he's a classic, but like, what would he do after that?
He should have had the CGI surgery. There was a Beauty and the Beast remake.
He didn't want to be in that garbage. Yes. It's just, I'm like, it makes sense. Like, he's a sidekick. He's like a tiny little part of that movie. He had nowhere to go after Beauty and the Beast. It's fantastic.
He should be doing live shows in Disney World singing Be Our Guest.
He should. Well, that's the thing. Do you need a Disney World when you can go down the street and there's just a bunch of tunes? Do you really need that magical place when the world is the magical place? That's the problem, isn't it?
Yeah, dude.
You know, there's
a question that needs to be answered.
If everything's magical, then there is no magic in the world. It's just every day. It's the mundane. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so J.K. Simmons was in this movie.
Wait, who was he?
He's the guy with the mustache because he only voices characters with mustaches.
Wait, was he the Gumby man?
Yeah, he was the Gumby man.
They design a character with the mustache and they say, who are we gonna get? J.K. Simmons.
No, it's not. No, because I will. He's an.
He was Gordon.
Talent. He's an.
He was fucking Omni Man. He was freaking J. Jonah Jameson.
Hey,
he was this guy.
You ever watch BoJack Horseman? He didn't have a mustache in that.
Oh, okay, he's the State Farm guy.
I don't remember.
Or is that what? No, not State Farm. Farmers Insurance.
Market. I don't remember him as a farmer's insurance guy.
He's just himself. He's just a.
But he did a great job then.
Yeah.
He did a great job as the fucking Gumby cop too. He's great. He's fantastic. Makes me smile every time he shows up. Yeah.
Did we have anything else to talk about with the plot?
We have so much to talk. Oh, with the plot? No, there's no plot.
Okay. I just wanted to be sure.
We caught up on the plot.
Well, Monterey Jack gets taken and then
I just need stuff explained to me.
He was
the climax.
Eating too much cheese, and then they
track him down by, of course, going to this scene. Fucking like this movie was PG, right? You said it was PG.
It was PG, and
because they strolled down Main Street, and first I'm just gonna call it out. Phineas and Ferb's mom was there selling flowers.
That's who that was. I'm like, I recognize. I'm like, who are you?
Yeah,
what are you from? What is this? Like, I'm like, what are you from? What was it? Oh, it's Phineas and Ferb's mom. Okay,
Phineas and Ferb's mom.
I knew it was a mom. I couldn't think of whose mom it was though. I'm like,
it was.
I'm
Lindana,
like Danny Phantom, maybe.
Fun.
I'm like, I don't know.
Come on, Danny Phantom. We did see Jimmy Neutron we saw a part of Jimmy Neutron for a second.
That was great.
That was good.
It's like they listened to the podcast.
Of course they listened to the podcast. No, if it was, you see nothing but Hugh Neutron walking down the street dancing.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Maybe doing a quack or two.
Oh, that'd be great.
Oh, my God. No, this scene is so important because they go to a Muppet and they ask him for cheese. And they got the stinky kind. He opens the door. And it's literally an opium den for mice. I'm fucking losing my shit.
I love how he says you got cheese so stinky he'll put you right through. He'll go right through the ceiling.
Right through the ceiling. Fucking killed me. You just see fucking stink lines everywhere and mice just floating to
this movie, obviously it hides its darkness within stuff, but and the kids will just go over their head what's going on, but very dark subject.
Very fucking. It's good. Oh fuck.
Like the fuck, like Monterey Jack has a drug problem. That was the whole thing.
That was. And like I get, I did,
and there's human
this
trafficking going on in this film. Although the tune trafficking,
the tune trafficking. Fuck, it's good. They did a good job. All right, Richard. I needed to make sure we got to that opium den because I lost my fucking mind. What were you
guys?
confused
I have
about
breaking
the movie?
news.
What's up?
Oh, Randy Marsh.
Tamagotchi died.
Randy Marsh?
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, Randy Marsh was there. He's hanging out with the three little pigs or something and getting us fits. There was a scene like the snake was. I don't know if this was like a hand job thing that was going on. They saw a snake getting a massage and they go, "Ew, that's disgusting." And I'm like, what is happening? Did I miss something there?
It was shedding its skin.
Oh, it was shedding its skin. Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure what the fuck was going on. I'm like, did I miss a penis joke?
Okay, I actually need to know this part though.
Yeah, what's up, bud?
So, I guess they eventually find out who the boss is. Who I forget who the boss was.
Peter Pan?
No, wasn't there a man above Peter Pan, or was Peter Pan the man?
No, it's Peter Pan.
Okay, so it's Peter Pan, and he has this machine that just makes things bootleg, right?
Yeah.
How does he end up inside it towards the end?
He doesn't.
What's the amalgamation?
The machine overheats and explodes, and then the laser that's changing people is kind of going haywire.
Mm-hmm.
So it hits him.
Uh-huh.
So he ends up with a Woody leg, Optimus Prime leg, a Wreck-It Ralph arm, and a cannon for an arm, and a cat head reminiscent of Fat Cat of Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers fame.
Oh, I knew that cat looked a little familiar.
Yeah.
I just like when he said, "I'm gonna wreck it."
I'm gonna wreck stuff. I fucking lost my shit. Yeah, he didn't say I'm gonna wreck it because it's gotta be bootleg, but it's just Will Arnett, and he goes, "I'm gonna wreck stuff." I fucking lost my mind. A lot of me losing my mind in this movie because it's just good.
Who says I'm gonna wreck it?
Hellboy.
Hellboy. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How do you forget? I love Hellboy.
I couldn't remember who did it. Yeah,
I've never saw the other movies they made. Were they any good?
The Hellboy movies?
Yeah, they had the first Hellboy movie, and then they had other Hellboy movies with a different Hellboy, didn't they? Am I crazy?
No, there's two with the same Hellboy, and then the reboot.
Okay, then a reboot I did not see.
That's the only one I've seen. It's David Harbour.
Really? Is it good?
Stranger Things. It's all right.
Okay, well that means
a friend I went with it.
Maybe don't watch it.
It bombed pretty badly. The friend I went to see the movie with was a huge Hellboy fan, and he liked it a lot because they referenced a lot. It was a lot of the comic book stuff.
So I should become a Hellboy fan and then see it.
I guess.
I did like the first Hellboy.
You didn't like it?
I did.
Oh, from what I hear, they're better. The originals are better. But I don't know.
Then. Well, then I don't know what to think anymore.
I haven't seen the originals, so.
No, they're good. I enjoyed them. That's why I thought it was weird because it wasn't like a long period of time between them doing the Hellboy movies and then rebooting the Hellboy movies.
Yeah, it was.
I didn't think it was.
It was probably 10 years.
I thought it was less. All right, doesn't matter. But yeah, he's gonna wreck stuff.
I don't know what else there was in the movie because I think that you filled in the holes for me when I fell asleep.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why you did that.
Hellboy 2 was 2008, and then the new one was 2019.
Wow. Okay, I guess it was a long time. Didn't feel like it. Yeah, I don't know, bud. There's a lot of this movie that I guess you just have to watch. I don't know. I think it's funny. They did a good job. They showed how you can do the thing.
Like I was completely into it until I think it was when it's kind of revealed that it's the cop that's the bad guy.
One of the bad guys. That's like right at the end of the movie.
Yeah, that's when I fell asleep.
Like right at the end of the movie.
Yeah. He calls him up and gets him to go over, and that's where I'm like, how did he get over there? I don't know. But
okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
You didn't miss anything really.
It felt like I did.
Okay.
Just because when I came to, it was the amalgamation.
Okay.
So,
yeah, you missed the machine exploding, I guess.
Yeah.
There's also another character. She's a lady cop who was a big fan of Chip and Dale.
I didn't believe her. I thought she was dirty.
Yeah,
just by looking at her.
Well, that was
it's
okay.
like,
well, hold on.
and with the what she said, like you saw her eyeing all of the like collectibles in that room.
Yeah, 'cause
like,
she's a fan.
I don't know, but her grandma. Well, when she said that, like, oh yeah, I lived in Albany, but my grandma had to send me the tape. She taped
Albany,
it for
where
me.
Chippendale never aired.
Is that true?
No, I can't possibly see
There's
how
no
it
way.
could possibly be true.
No, like I think it is true because, like, I think that
You also said Double Dale was true. Double O Dale.
I thought it was a real thing.
You also
I
are
thought the
believing that
movie
this
was a
woman
retelling.
is still the bad guy, even though you watched the whole movie and it was revealed that she was
He
not.
fell asleep during the reveal.
I mean,
So he didn't watch that part of the movie.
I watched most of the movie.
He's just judging her based on other things, I would guess, coming from Richard.
No,
Let's just say Richard's as far from Craig's dad as you can get.
I don't know about that. Oh man. But yeah, this movie is basically like the Who Framed Roger Rabbit of the generation.
Wow.
I wouldn't say that.
I wouldn't say that. No, it's definitely Who Framed Roger Rabbit inspired, and I'm sure connected. They had Roger Rabbit there. They name dropped Jessica Rabbit, and they had a Toontown and everything else.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit was the original, like, biggest cameo event of the decade,
and it did have a lot of that, and I agree. But it's hard to call it like the Who Framed. I guess you can call it that. I guess, but in a world where now it's so commonplace for everything to crisscross, it's not that impressive when you Roger Rabbit something.
But Roger Rabbit did it first.
They did it first, but they also did other things. They stood out for, I'm going to say it, the way it's handled its animation is spectacular. I think I talked about the lampshade effect. They tilted the lampshade in Roger Rabbit. I think we talked about that and how that was impressive.
Okay, that reminds me, because Who Framed Roger Rabbit, I feel like it had a lot of, like, goofy things happen with real people. Like, maybe for some reason I feel like something came out of the dude's hat that was animated, and it was very well.
Gun?
I don't know,
or a punchy arm or something.
Yeah, maybe a punchy arm.
That sounds
came
right.
out of like a real hat.
No,
and it was just really good.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit was an impressive piece of cinema that happened to also have all these ridiculous crossovers in it. Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers was a fun time that takes the piss out of modern day reboots. And also look at this spectacle that we did with all the crossovers. It's hard to, like, yes, it's doing a Roger Rabbit, but at the same time, it doesn't even fucking compare.
Do you think that this is going to withstand the test of time?
Absolutely not. No, because you fucking made 15 minutes of your movie. Hey guys, remember that time there was a Sonic and he was ugly and everyone hated him? That's going to be old news in fucking 2 years from now.
Oh shit, you're right. Everyone's going to forget.
So no, this Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers will not
technically
withstand
old
the test
news
of time.
now already.
Yeah, I agree.
That was the first Sonic movie. They already made a second.
They made a second one. Why do you go all in on Sonic? I don't get it.
I feel like if Craig was behind in the writer's room, like, I think that he would also push for Ugly Sonic to be in the movie as much as he was.
It would have been called Chip and Dale and Ugly Sonic Rescue Rangers if Craig was in the studio. Are you kidding me?
It would have just been called Sonic Rescue Rangers.
Isn't that a game?
No, you're thinking of Sonic Heroes.
Oh yeah, where they had like the team of three characters.
Team of threes. That's a good game. Like,
Sonic,
maybe it's not.
Chip and Dale. Boom.
That's it.
Oh, they can go through the little loop together.
Oh, that'd be so cute.
Yeah. And going on hamster wheels too. Wait, what are Chip and Dale?
Oh my god.
Oh wait, they're chipmunks. Sorry.
Wow.
I thought they were hamsters for a second.
That's fine. They're similar.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. Well, I made a fool of myself there.
Yeah.
Is this where we wrap up?
I'm just surprised that Casca didn't once mention. I just said once. Casca did not mention Chip's mom. I was wait.
I did.
Was she packing heat?
It was just a chipmunk that happened to have a woman's voice. What the fuck?
Wait, am I supposed to like look at her?
But you love moms.
I do, and again, like I was like because I saw some gadget like images of her before I watched this movie, and I'm like, oh fucking hell, they got her in like the tight black top. Let's fucking go. And then it turns out she was fucking a fly and birthing maggot mice babies with fucking fly appendages. I'm like, I can't. I'm just want nothing to do with that character anymore. No, it was wild. I couldn't believe they didn't even like, unless they did it, I fucking blinked and missed it. There was like no reference to the fact that there was, I don't know if they're still standing, a cult based around Gadget of Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers fame. Like that was a thing with people in some country. Didn't acknowledge it even kind of in this, which is
I don't know.
to
Did
me.
they do weird things?
I
Like
don't know.
weird pervert things?
I don't think so. I think they just really liked her.
Oh, okay. But I just remembered something.
Okay.
So I think Craig alluded to this before when he said he got spoiled. But like the past 3 days of my YouTube recommendations, like before watching this movie, it's just been like all of the cameos and stuff like that. Like the Ugly Sonic, the Simpsons, the Winnie the Pooh thing. And I felt like this was just going to turn into Turning Red all over again, where I'm going to know everything that happens in the movie before actually watching the movie.
Luckily, that didn't happen because the cameos have nothing to do with the movie, thankfully.
That's true.
Also, the fucking the Simpsons thing had me fucking dying.
Fuck, what did Bart say?
Oh, I don't remember. Oh no!
What's his actual line?
I caramba is his
caramba.
actual line. I don't remember what he said.
Oh, and Homer said something different too.
He said Dorf.
Dorf.
I remember Dorf. I fucking lost it at Dorf, and then fucking Bart Simpson hit me with I Humbachi or something. Fucking, I don't remember. But it was funny, and it made me laugh. It was like, oh, it's bootleg Simpsons. It's
I
fantastic.
Pachanga.
I Pachanga!
What's a Pachanga?
I Pachanga! It's so fucking perfect. It's such a fucking perfect bootleg I Caramba.
What's a Pachanga, though?
Me. What happened?
What's a Pachanga?
I think it's like a party or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I might be wrong, but I think it's like a party or something.
Is that what
I
a Caramba
Pachanga.
is?
I don't know what a Caramba is.
Oh, okay.
I think it's just an exclamation. I Caramba. I don't know. I Pachanga is not.
Oh,
Fuck me, it's good.
yeah.
Yeah. I like Chip and Dale. I don't think anyone needs to watch Chip and Dale. So that's because I know you're saying this is like the thing you got to watch it. You don't. No one in the you won't. Your life will not be enriched by watching Chip and Dale, the Rescue Rangers. But you'll laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you can just watch Who Framed Roger Rabbit. It's a better movie.
Now what?
I don't know. We could talk more about Gadget, I guess.
I don't
I
know.
don't know. She wasn't in this
mean,
movie very much, and I didn't really watch much of the original show, so you got me.
It's weird that I apparently watched it more than you two, because I guess I had Disney for longer, and that's the only defining thing.
I did not. Yeah, I did. I had Disney, but yeah, like I remember the theme song, but that's about it.
It's a good ass theme song.
Tailspin, and I watched Gargoyles, but like that, like I liked Gargoyles the most.
Gargoyles was
probably.
good. I did not care for Tailspin ever in life.
which one was Tailspin?
With Baloo, and he's a pilot.
The
and he
Jungle
has a
Book
kid.
characters. Yeah.
Wait, that was a spin-off of Jungle Book?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I mean, they weren't. They were.
It wasn't
They were.
actually,
It was just
yeah.
the characters from Jungle Book, like Baloo and King Louie, right?
Yeah,
Was he in
that
it?
sounds correct.
Is that not what a spin-off is?
Characters of
Or was it just Baloo?
I'm trying to think. Like, I feel like maybe King Louie was in it, but I only remember Baloo, and he had like a bear wife that was kind of fuckable.
Wait, so is it a spin-off or no?
No, it's just-
How do you want to? Yeah, how do you define spin-off?
I don't know. Well, what is a spin-off? That's what I need to know. Craig, what's a spinoff?
I would say this, like, the spin-off is like you take a character from one show and continue their story into another show. Somewhat. You know what I mean?
That's why I'm just like,
this is
because it's
Would it not
Baloo,
be?
but it's not the same Baloo. But also, it might as well be. That's what's weird about it. That's what's very strange about Tailspin. Because it's Baloo. It's the same bear. It's also not.
It's like you took him into a different timeline.
Yeah,
it's an alternate universe.
Alternate universe Baloo.
I'd still put that as a spinoff.
I'm fine with calling it a spinoff too.
Alternate universes are spinoffs.
Okay. I'm not gonna argue that. I'm pretty fine with calling Tailspin a spinoff.
Because it's also something that you're like derived from an original IP.
Yeah, like, man, like I don't know. Did we have the Perfect Strangers Family Matters conversation on this podcast before?
I don't know. I know we talked about diving into the TGIF universe.
TGIF universe, so we must have talked about it, but just briefly.
Yes.
The mother in Family Matters, Harriet, originally showed up as like the guard of the apartment that the characters in Perfect Strangers lived in. And for whatever reason, that they gave that character a different show that followed her family. It became the Steve Urkel show. Like, yes, not this spinoff, but like, no one would fucking know that.
Do you know what's weird?
There's a lot of shows like that. I think, didn't they all spin off from the one that one show? Shit.
Do you know what's bizarre? Now that we're talking about this,
I believe that's true, Craig, but I don't know what show is original. What's up, bud?
So what's bizarre about that is like the fact that they even showed Full House in this. I love that they showed Full House. Because didn't they say that that's...
Because that would make sense. Because if
so
they
Chip and Dale is a spinoff of Full House?
No,
because Full House is part of that TGIF universe.
No, because they appeared in it. They weren't from Full House. They special guest in that Full House episode that also happened to have the Beach Boys.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Man, wild.
Yeah, that was cute. That made me laugh. Again, a lot of the movie made me laugh. Fucking those trailers did not do this movie justice, like, at all. All it did was showcase how awful it looked. What's up, bud?
What's the name of the show with the guy who would punch his wife straight to the moon?
Honeymooners.
Is that the one?
Is it all a spinoff of the Honeymooners?
There's no way it's
I don't
that
think
show.
so.
Was it the Honeymooners?
No fucking way.
There's something.
Maybe even before Honeymooners.
Maybe not. It must have been. No, it has to be after that. Another show with white people. That's what.
Oh, that narrows it down. Huh?
I know. It was definitely a show with some white people. Maybe Different Strokes.
Different Strokes is not a show about white people.
No, but there was a bunch of
step by step.
There's a bunch of shows that all spun off from.
I'll believe
the one show, and I can't remember if it was Family Matters. I thought it was Family Matters, but maybe
no. Family Matters spun off from Perfect Strangers, so it can't be Family Matters.
Yeah.
But those shows did spin off from each other, though. Like I don't know what was the first show to do it. I'm not an expert here. I've seen a TGIF. I've seen the Disney Afternoon. I've experienced all this, but I am not an expert. If only we had the writers of Chip and Dale here, they could help us out.
Fuck. Do we want to just like dive into that TGIF web for next week?
Are they all on Disney Plus?
Yes. I'm thinking of the Jeffersons.
The Jeffersons was a spinoff of All in the Family.
All in the Family.
All in the Family was not the Honeymooners. It just happened to have an old ordinary white man who definitely did not beat his wife. However, he was most certainly a racist. That's why I was thinking. He was a lovable racist. And that showed, I know that spun off into the Jeffersons, but also Archie Bunker's Place. That had 2 shows from it.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know anything else that came from it.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. Good Times.
Hang it in a chow line.
I don't know if this is true here. Presented by All in the Family.
That's if you're talking about a show with white people, it is not Good Times.
No, but okay. The first spinoff was Maude, and then and Good Times is considered to be a spinoff
of Maude.
Of Maude.
Okay.
Because the show focuses on Florida.
Florence, yeah.
Which is from the Jeffersons. right?
Wait.
I don't
And then
know.
Archie Bunker's place. I don't know. Okay, whatever. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't watch these shows. I just remember,
I'm just gonna say that Perfect Strangers is the original.
It's not. I'm going to tell you not. That's definitely not.
Well, for this podcast, it is.
Okay. Where do you come up with this?
What do you mean?
It's a Perfect Strangers reference.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Oh my God.
I've never seen that show either.
Okay. No one has.
Are we supposed to watch that for next week?
No, we should probably watch something a little bit more Disney oriented.
Can we still do something that's within that web, though?
As long I think I need a palate cleanser.
No.
I need a palate cleanser, but there's so much to take. There was He-Man and Skeletor. They sat at a table together, and then He-Man goes, "Oh, I thought I felt something." And Skeletor says, "Well, yeah, you don't wear pants, buddy. You're gonna feel every little breeze. It happens." And now I've lost my mind again.
He must have gotten a great view up He-Man's skirt. And speaking of looking up skirts, I think for next week, we are going to watch Disney Channel original movie Cadet Kelly.
I don't think there's many outskirts in that.
I'm Craig Stew, and I'm leaving too.
What? That's number one sign off. Good night and good bless.
Officers, that was dunce number 1. The one known as Richard. Richard. I'm the one who wanted to fuck the rabbit.
Our story begins eons ago.
Hit it, ladies!
And when the world was new,
The end is coming!
the planet Earth was down on its luck.
Oh, we're in trouble!
And everywhere gigantic brutes called titans ran amok.
What you folks need is a hero.
Yeah? And who are you?
I happen to be a hero.
Disney Pictures presents
Who was the gladiator?
Why does that name ring a bell? I don't know. Maybe we owe him money?
He's the strongest man on Earth.
Aren't you a damsel in distress?
I can handle this. Have a nice day.
He's the nicest guy in town.
Don't let your guard down because of a pair of big goo-goo eyes!
But he's having a devil of a time.
Name is Hades, Lord of the Dead. Hi, how you doing?
We are worms!
Memo to me, maim you after my meeting.
Trying to prove himself.
Is this kid gonna mess up my hostile takeover bid or what?
The hero is only as good as his weapon.
Use your head!
Let's get ready to rumble! My favorite part of the game. Sudden death.
Come on!
Take off on an epic new adventure
I'm right behind you, kid! I'm way behind you, kid!
featuring a monster cast,
Destroy!
Guys, Olympus would be that way.
a hotshot villain,
I've got 24 hours to get rid of this bozo, and you are wearing his merchandise!
and one true hero. From the creators of Aladdin and the Little Mermaid. Didn't know you had a famous father, did you?